Hello and welcome to our second video on one word substitutes. In this video, we'll be continuing with the questions of one word substitutes that we've paused in the last video, in the last lecture. So, the first question that we'll be dealing with today is to slap with a flat object. And the options that are given to us are chop, hew, gnaw, and swat. Okay, so chop is to cut something into pieces with repeated sharp blows of axe or a knife. Okay, hew is to chop or cut, that's especially wood or coal with an axe or a other tool. Gnaw is bite at or nibble something persistently. And swat is to hit or crush something, especially an insect. Okay. Now, swatting is usually with a flat object. So the right answer for this particular question will be swat. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Next question is habitually silent or talking very little. Well, this is again a very simple question. The answer for which should be taciturn. Okay, servile is having or showing excessive willingness to serve or please others. Unequivocal is leaving no doubt. Okay, so unambiguous. And well, taciturn or laconic, another very simple word that means the same is laconic. Okay, so taciturn or laconic is habitually silent or talking very little. Next one is be the embodiment or perfect example of. Well, characterize is reserved or uncommunicative in speech, that is saying little. Idol is an image or representation of any particular person. Personify is to represent a quality or concept by a figure in human form. And signify is be an indication of. Okay, so being the embodiment or perfect example of something is being an idol of that particular thing. Okay, now a person not sure of the existence of God. Let's look at all the options. A cynic is a person who believes that people are motivated purely by self-interest rather than acting for honorable or unselfish reasons. An agnostic, well, an agnostic is a person who believes that nothing is known or cannot be known about the existence or nature of God. Yes. What about an atheist? An atheist is a person who disbelieves or lacks belief in the existence of God. Yes? And what about a theist? A theist is a person who believes in the existence of a God or gods, specifically a creator who intervenes in the universe. Yes? So the right answer should be agnostic. Also, a small mistake. The right answer for being the embodiment or a perfect example of something, according to us, should have been personified. We marked it wrong. The right answer will be personified. Alright. Now, a paper written by hand is our next question. Let's look at the options. Handicraft is an activity involving the making of decorative, domestic, or other objects by hand. A manuscript is a book, document, or piece of music written by hand rather than typed or printed. Handiwork is something that one has made or done. And thesis is a statement or theory that is put forward as a premise to be maintained or proved. Okay? So, our right answer should be a manuscript. Okay? Alright. Now, just in case you're wondering what thesis is, a thesis is a statement or a theory that is put forward as a premise to be maintained or proved. Okay? Alright. Let's move forward. The next question is the act of violating the sanctity of the church is. Well, let's look at the options. Option A is blasphemy. Now, blasphemy is the action or offense of speaking sacrilegiously about God or sacred things. That is profane talk. Okay? A hearsay is belief or opinion contrary to orthodox religious doctrines. Okay? A sacrilege would be a violation or misuse of what is regarded as sacred. And a desecration is the act of desecrating something. Okay? Alright. Now, the right answer is now. By desecration, we mean being very violent or disrespectful towards something. So, the right answer would be sacrilege. Okay? Alright. Now, next question is a place that provides refugee. Okay. Now, let's go from behind. An orphanage is a residential institution for the care and education of orphans. A shelter is a place giving temporary protection from bad weather or danger. A sanatorium is an establishment for the medical treatment of people who are convalescing or have a chronic illness. And an asylum is the protection granted by a state to someone who has left their home or country as a political refugee. Yeah? So, our right answer should be an asylum. Okay? Alright. Now, the next question is the absence of law and order. Now, let's look at the options. Rebellion is an act of armed resistance to an established government or a leader. Anarchy is a state of disorder due to absence of non-recognition of authority or other controlling systems. Mutiny is an open rebellion against the proper authorities, especially by soldiers or sailors against their officers. And revolt, a revolt means to rise up against an authority in an act of rebellion. Now, I don't know if you've observed or not, but the three words amongst these are very, very similar, and the one word that's dissimilar or odd is anarchy. Okay, and anarchy again, if you go by the root word approach, archy means rule or law. Okay, to rule or to maybe let's take the easier word to govern. Okay, so when we say anarchy, that means the absence of rules or a state of lawlessness. So the right answer will be anarchy. Okay? Alright. Let's move forward. Parts of a country behind the coast of a reverse bank. Now, option A is isthmus, a narrow strip of land with sea on either side, forming a link between two larger areas of land. Okay, well, the second one is archipelago. An archipelago is an extensive group of islands. The third option is hinterland, where hinterland is the remote areas of a country away from the coast or banks of a major rivers. Okay, and the fourth option is nothing but swamps. Yes, so what are swamps? Well, swamps are an area of low-lying, uncultivated ground where water gets collected. Yes? Okay. So, the right answer will be a hinterland. If you guessed it, that's correct. Alright? Okay. Let's move forward. One who does not believe in the existence of God. Now, a person who does not believe in the existence of God, we've already seen, would be an agnostic. Alright, last three questions. Okay. A disease of the mind that's causing an uncontrollable desire to steal. Well, uh, let's try to look at the options. Schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a mental disorder that's characterized by abnormal behavior, strange speech, and decreased ability to understand reality. What about claustrophobia? Claustrophobia is extreme or irrational fear of confined places. Kleptomania. Well, kleptomania is a recurrent urge to steal, typically without need for profit. Okay, and megalomania. Well, megalomania is an obsession with exercise of power. Okay, so the right answer should be kleptomania. Okay, all right. Next, the next question is one who sacrifices his life for a cause. Okay, and the options are A. Patriot, B. Martyr, C. Revolutionary, and D. A soldier. Now, a patriot is a person who vigorously supports their country and is prepared to defend it against enemies or detractors. Well, a martyr is a person who is killed because of their religious or other beliefs. A revolutionary is involving or causing a complete or dramatic change. And a soldier is a person who serves in the army. So the right answer will be martyr. Next question is to take secretly in small quantities. Okay. Now, to take secretly in small quantities, well, let's look at the answer options. Okay. The answer options are robbery, pilferage, theft, and defalcation. Well, Now, what does robbery mean? Robbery is the action of taking property unlawfully from a person or a place by force or the threat of a force. Correct? Alright. What about pilferage? Pilferage is the action of stealing things of little value. The third one is theft. Theft is the action or crime of stealing. And D is defalcation. Defalcation is the taking or illegal use of money by someone who has responsibility for it. Okay, for example, a government or a company. Okay, so the right answer will be pilferage. Okay, all right. Oh, there are four more questions. Okay. Now, to accustom oneself to a foreign climate, well, the given options are adapt, adopt, accustom, and acclimatize. Well, I think the answer is pretty simple for this question also. Adapt is to make suitable for a new use or purpose, that is, modify. Okay. Now, adopt is to legally take and bring it up as one's own. Okay. Accustom is to make someone or something accept something else as a normal or usual. And the last one, acclimatize, is become accustomed to a new climate or new conditions. Okay. So the right answer should be acclimatize. Yes. All right. Next question. Detailed plan of journey. Well, a detailed plan of journey is nothing but, anyways, let's look at the option. A travelogue. A travelogue is nothing but a film, book, or illustrated lecture about the places visited by or experiences of a traveler. A travel kit is a kit for carrying all the articles while traveling. Schedule is a plan for carrying out a process or a procedure given list of intended events and times. And itinerary is a planned route or a planned detail of a journey. So your right answer will be itinerary. Okay. Next, given undue favors to kith and kin. First of all, I want you to understand what this terminology kith and kin means. Well, I'm pretty sure you've heard the next of kin. Yeah. So the next of kin will be friends. Will be family. So kin is family. Okay. And this kith means, well, friends. So I'm pretty sure you've heard of this, right? Friends and family. So that is nothing but kith and kin. Okay. Now, giving undue favors to kith and kin, there are four options: nepotism, favoritism, wordiness, and corruption. Okay, let's look at the option A, nepotism. Nepotism is the practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives or friends, especially by giving them jobs. Favoritism is the practice of giving unfair preferential treatment to one person or a group at the expense of other. Okay. A third one is wordiness. Wordiness is taking more words than necessary to make your point. It may take the form of redundant expressions or phrases. And corruption is being dishonest or fraudulent conducted by those in power. Alright? So the right answer will be nepotism. Last question is hater of learning and knowledge. Well, a misogynist is having a hatred of argument, debate, or reasoning. Bibliophile is a person who collects or has great value for books. A misogynist is a person who dislikes, despises, or is strongly prejudiced against women. And a misanthropist is a person who dislikes humankind and basically avoids human society. So the right answer is misologist. Okay. All right, guys. That's all for today. Thank you for your valuable time. Hope you've learned a good deal. Happy learning.